result. Let's look at the source. Price action, support, and resistance strategy. Now, for you to really enjoy this strategy, you may need to be part of our academy to just learn it. Detail. It's a different, it's an advanced course. But it's a simple, but at the add-on on it, we have what we call Felix'S hack that you can install, a setup of hack on your MT5, that's MetaTrader platform, that can give you direction. Now, so it become a confluence. So now let's look at the support and resistance. This is Bitcoin. And we did that today, and that's how we were able to trade like this. Now, we said irrespective of your trading time, you have different synchronization. So I'm going to look at the magic and how are you able to catch up. Now, for me, I'm going to go to like probably 1 hour. So let's go to 1 hour. Okay. So ordinarily when we came, the day, where the day was and all of that, that's why you saw we mark all of those points you're seeing right now. Okay. So there are important points we mark in order to recognize point of, touch and all of that when the market is moving. So if I go to 4 hours, that means I want to be working on 15-minute time frame, right? So, but if I go on 1 hour, I want to be working on 5-minute time frame. So it's obvious that this market is bullish, right? It's obvious the market is bullish. So let me take it one after the other. Let's look at the recent point that has not closed, which is not right anyway. So then I take to another point. This is a swing. All right. This swing now becoming consonant with this. So I'm taking another point here. Right. Right. So this point still remains valid. Right. So I probably would take another point that was created here. Right. Then I'll take to another point here. Remember what we trade is support and resistance. Okay, so price action are the confluences we take at those points of support and resistance. So this, why you see this one was stretched further out here to just align with this instead of having too many lines to be drawn. So I'm done getting my line drawn. So just leave this one there. So I'm going to go to 5 minutes. Fantastic. So 5 minutes is this. Now, support and resistance trading strategy. So ordinarily, when you come and you have, so first, look at, this is the chart. So the market, irrespective of where the market was, probably market actually created, this is an uptrend, market creating a higher high, then another high here. Look at, this is straight up. Okay. Then we have a low here and a high. Now, this is already broken. So very fantastic, right? So if this one is broken in this your 5 minutes, you are probably looking at, because this was up, and then here. So you want to look at this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So here. Now, so there's something I'm going to mark here, which is the structure of the market. Now, this one has nothing to do with my support and resistance. So here, I've marked this point. This was the highest. Now, in most cases, when we're trading our support and resistance, value on 5 minutes, when the market move up, ordinarily, we mark that point like a zone. So we want the market to break it and then return back to the zone, then change character, then we want to enter. Or break it and sustain. For instance, this is a key level. Assuming this market broke this key level and sustain itself, then we'll have been looking for a buy. But this is good. If you look down again, apart from this point we are now here, you can see this is a liquidity area. All right, this is a liquidity area. I think we find one liquidity area at that point. Let me quickly go back to 1 hour. Okay, because I think we find one liquidity point. So now the market continuing to rally down on your 5-minute time frame. And here we go. This is a high, and this is a low, and this is a high. And then this is a lower high. So the structure is broken, and we have a retest. That makes sense. And after this retest, we sold down massively. Now, on my 5-minute trading strategy, even when you are using support and resistance. So ordinarily, when the market returned back to this point, there are things we do. So this was a sharp one and return. When it sharply returned, there are two major candles normally we look for. Either a kind of pin bar or a hammer or inverted hammer, depending on where it's coming from, are an engulfing candle. So we got price action, an engulfing candle here, would give me room to look for a long here. Now, listen, looking for a long here, the bear candle has stopped, and then the bull candle take over. And I want to have two candles following each other. Guys, just a moment. All right, so let's go quickly back to the support and a resistance strategy. So having marked all of this, yeah, so you can see now, this guy had broken this, so we have further higher point. Now, we're at $85,000 for Bitcoin. The simple thing we were able to do was that we're able to sell down Bitcoin and probably bought here. Now, I told you, I said, since the market came down to this point, what exactly we did? We did that. We saw an engulfing. It could be different candle patterns. So understand not only engulfing, so you understand different candle patterns. If you do not understand candle pattern, you can go and learn more about candle pattern. And so we got that. And so got respected. Now, this point here, because if you are doing day trading and then support and resistance strategy, 1:2, but there are factors that will make you not to actually target 1:2 at a point. But so if you take a stop loss here and we are targeting 1:2, now certainly, so it's going to be over here. But listen to me, you may be afraid because that's one of the things you need to understand, because why we got all this point as like area of interest, which market can get to and stop. All right. But thank God it's a kind of day trading you're doing. So 1:2. Luckily enough, market got, and we said, while you are trading, you don't take one position, especially in Forex. You are taking 2, 3 positions. So one can be here, and then other one can stretch to this point. And of course, envisaging that market could get up to this point. So one take, okay, so the other one continue to move in that order. And that's how simple this strategy is. And if you go to our hacks we use to even identify on the MT5, it's quite fantastic. Now, I have a trade that's running now. Okay, maybe my gold must have been, profit taking must have happened on my gold because I have a trade that's running. Oh, my word. So let me check on gold. Ooh, okay, it's still running. I'm on $20-something profit. That makes a lot of sense. All right. So for gold, yeah, I'm on $25 profit, just small position of 0.02 or 0.03. Okay, and so you can see what gold has done. Now, the same thing I did to gold here. I go to 1 hour, right? And exactly what we did here was simple. Look at this one on top here. Can you see? Right? And we find another point here. So if you look at it, we can find another point here. It's an immediate swing low. All right. So these are liquidity area. As at the time we're doing this guy was not there. So you need to understand. I was the one that created that guy eventually when he was doing what he was doing. Okay. Now, these purely is an uptrend. You understand that. These are the way we have been trading in previous day and all of that. Now, this is a high and this is a low. So we could find this guy here. Right. So this is a high, this is a low, and this is a high. So now, as this one form a low, 1, 2. So this one is still a running trade. So you can be looking at this guy to actually come back, all right, to this point, which is like at a demand zone, 3,099 or 3,000. So let's quickly go to 5 minutes. Fantastic. So now this is 5 minutes. Now, if you look at it inwardly, I marked this myself because I haven't seen the way gold was rolling there. So what I did was simple. And I said, okay, gold could do this. So I boxed this point to become a range, which is still part of your support and resistance strategy. All right. I boxed this place to become a range. The market continued to range in between these points. So now sometime to even find an entry on time, I go to as low as 1 minute. You know, gold has a very big volume. So now go back to as low as 1 minute. So you can see that we have been looking and getting good entry over and again, okay, over and again. So you can see it has been stopping here. So, but this time around, we failed this rally. And here we come. Now, this is below this. Now, if you are here, you should be looking for another short opportunity because this become a high, all right? A high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low on 1 minute. So let me just go to a place I can place a trade, right? This is good. Did I even find a trade on gold the other time? Forgotten, perhaps. Oh, it sold. Are you serious? No, wait. Yeah, it sold. $22. Oh, I've forgotten. Really? Really? I bought in here and put it, take profit. I really forgot it. Okay, here we are having same gold. I really forgot. I forgot. I've forgotten that I placed a trade. Seriously. Okay, so we should be finding a trade ordinarily here. So this guy will still rally back up here, but this rejection was supposed to be my entry. It's a bit fragile now. However, so let me just go. Okay. And then, right, gold. Okay, was it gold actually sold? It was oil, US oil. So even the oil was still going to be selling. That's what it means. Okay, so let me just look for XAU. Okay, so it was US oil. SAU. Oh my God. You came late, Felix. Okay. So if you look at gold, this is in consonant with what it had over there. So, but this is liquidity down here. Then you can expect gold to. So let me just 0.05 and then I sell. So what I'm doing now is actually wrong because I ought to have sold earlier when it returned back up here. Now it's sold. Oh, fantastic. So let's look at it. So we have sold. We are on $11 profit running. So if we go back to our chart, remember? So if I check my trade that was running before now, so I'm on $44. Amazing. This is fantastic. $44. Okay. So here, we said this guy. So let's go back to 5 minutes right now and look at liquidity area where gold can return back to, right? So this is a liquidity already disrespected. This is another one. So if I take this now from here to here, so it will grab this and return or finally come to sweep all of these. These are liquidity areas, okay? So market can continue to react at those points, okay? So if you look at our market, sometime like this can tell us to take partial profit. Oh, so the profit have reduced again. Okay, so $13. So if I want to take partial profit, so look at partial close, then I can just click like this and probably take 0.02 and then close. Then it has given us part of the profit. So now let's take our profits probably below this liquidity area. So we actually have so much liquidity areas. And then another one is down here. So another one is down here. So like I say 3,099. So let's just say 3,080. Are we in order? But remember, you are a day trader, so you don't need to do swing. It is when you're actually getting a kind of turning point. So ordinarily, if you have an entry here, 1:2, you should have been taking profits somewhere here. So but let's look at it. It's going to get down here. So 3,001. So it's pulling back and then to continue going down. So let's go 3,001. So I can't really know where I entered from. That's a disorganized type of trading you have done. So because it was when it came back here that we were supposed to short and put our stop loss above here. So nevertheless, if that's the case, let's say our stop loss here above that point. So here we go. 3,126, right? 3,126. So we're going to go, let's say 3,126. All right, no, 331. Okay, yeah, 3,126. Say $16. So 3,001.01. Say $58. So I click and I leave it. Okay. So you see that we entered at the wrong place. Oh. Okay, so I could drag to this point. Okay, I want to modify 3,077. 77. Down here. Doesn't matter, so I'm just doing what I'm doing. Don't mind me. So I've done that. So let's go back. Right, so you can see the market. Check my trade, the one so okay, I'm still $45. Makes sense. Wow. Wow. Okay. So support and resistance work so massively, right? Now, so selling down massively. This is great. Gold. Gold, gold, gold. All right. So, one of the things is that if you're really doing your trade, you have to be active. And one of the rule I give is that make sure you follow one instrument per time or per trading session so that you won't miss important time, important area. Now we're getting to liquidity area, so you have to be very careful here. So this guy could get down here and grab liquidity. I want to run up. So you have liquidity, you have liquidity, you have liquidity. Okay. If we're going to massively sell, that will make a lot of sense because this guy have been hanging up for a very long time. So he's supposed to give us our money. Okay. 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 So ladies and gentlemen, so the reaction is already happening here and all of that. Fortunately, I have to rally up this. So if you go back to 15 minutes, you can see the market properly, right? Can you see now? It's a massive, massive sell coming down. Massive, massive sell. Yeah. So you can perhaps look at this major liquidity point. This is another point. This is another point. Then if you break, and you have another major support here, down here, right? That's $3,085. So I put my $3,077 down here. So the best I can now be doing henceforth is to trail my stop loss. Okay, so let's go back and look at was $17. We have taken part of it. So it's to trail our stop loss. Okay, look at our stop loss, modify. So we can modify our stop loss below entry point. I don't want it to waste this trade anyway. So below our entry point, that's a 311, all right? 3119, okay? 3119. 3119. Confirm. So I can go anywhere right now because whatever thing he wants to do, the worst he would do is to reduce my profit. But that I'm going to lose money, not again, because I'm now I've protected to an extent my capital, okay? And then so it's profit down that can be affected, no longer my capital itself. All right, so it's still moving. And then, right, this is a massive move, massive, massive move. Wow, amazing. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this support and resistance strategy, it's so powerful. And I've told you, if you want to really maximize it, you can come in to pay for Felix hack and then set it up on your MT5, and then you're going to really enjoy it. And it can very, 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 it can be very amazing, right? It can be very, very amazing. So you can see Bitcoin have done its own massive Bitcoin. Good boy. It's doing what it's doing. Support and resistance strategies, I think, is simpler. Now, over time, you probably want to learn just other things as confluences to check up while you're using the support and resistance strategy. So there are confluences you need to, so even oil, so you can see oil, we have traded oil today in that dimension. So, but you need oil to break this point and to be able to sell. You can see another point. These are support and resistance, eventually probably come down here. So oil need to come down. Oh, this guy. So I think I didn't remember to sell my position on this guy. Okay. Okay. So that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you are trading, you need to just master a style and work on that style consistently. So to maximize your profit. So, okay, now we've gotten to another liquidity area for gold, right? You see what I told you? Got dump here. And so those are the areas probably want to be taking profit at intervals if you are monitoring the trade. If you are going away from the trade, you just trail your stop loss and allow the trade to run. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the simplest strategy formula to use in trading and make money, as simple as possible. Now we have booked a profit. Now it has reduced our $20 back to this. So if I don't have time, I just go ahead and close because I'll be away. I'll just go ahead and close it. But remember, I've taken part of the profit initially and I've trailed the stop loss. The worst that will happen right now is to reduce my profit. So where did I put my take profits? Down here. Can it get there? Why not? Because anything can happen. The quite unfortunate thing is that if I was around to have entered a trade perhaps more far up, then I will have been more confident to just put my stop loss above here. But nevertheless, so let's watch what happened. So ladies and gentlemen, you're interested in learning and joining our community for trading, cryptocurrency, future, synthetics, Forex, and then passing your challenge account, funded account, and all of that. So inbox me on +234 90 470 44 and 998. Take the number again, +234 90 470 44 and 998. Thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice time. Bye-bye.